God created humanity. Humans are his hands here on earth. Unexpectedly, to reach out to those he has made us a little higher than. And of course, our business is creating a lifetime memories. It is another exciting episode on memories. It's never a dull moment here because we talk creativity, we talk social events, and we just, give you this excitement that you just need to stay healthy. I am Serafina Okon, and today is not different from every other day. Stay with me.
Relive your delightful moments via a telecast. Tell the world what gave you your happiness or pains, and for the how, where, and why. Share your joys of coronation, chieftaincy honors, engagement parties, traditional wedding ceremonies, weddings fatiha, nikah, naming ceremony church programs, housewarming, inaugurations, award nights, school and social events, or moments of grief like burial ceremonies with many others. Don't let your events pass and your story not be told on Memories every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on this station. Memories, making your events memorable.
It's always a thing of joy and fulfillment when two hearts come together to publicly declare their commitment to each other in marriage. Now, this was a reality for Juliana Kaura, who said, "I do," to her heartthrob Shuaibu Shekwolo in holy matrimony before God, family, and well-wishers at the Aqua Church at Lungulungu, Gwarimpa, Abuja. Cecilia Julius captured exciting moments for memories.
It was an atmosphere of smiles, singing, and rejoicing for Shuaibu Shekwolo and Juliana Kaura and guests who came to honor them as they publicly declared their love and commitment to a lifetime of contract of togetherness.
They are now husband and wife in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The officiating minister, Reverend Danjuma Amboyi, who spoke on the topic, "Do not compromise your faith," admonished the couple and congregation to be steadfast and true to their vows.
They have just concluded saying, I will do. They have just finished saying, I will love you. I will cherish you. I will care for you in sickness, in health, in poverty, in riches, till death do us part.
Family and friends had this piece of advice for the couple.
I want to thank God to my in-laws because they cooperate with us and we are becoming as a one family. So today is a blessing day for me, it's a blessing day for my children, it's a blessing day for the other people that they are here to be married.
She's the first daughter, and being the first daughter, it's amazing for me to see her giving her hand out today. It's an amazing day.
I wish you the best in endeavor of life. A good family life, very, very long life, longer than our grandfather, but good health, much money in their account, and live a fertile family life with children that will be happy family.
I'm very excited today for having a wife, a partner.
I'm so excited because I got married to the love of my life, the perfect man in which I have been praying for, my soulmate.
At the reception, it was a time to dine and wine as the newest couple in town cut their cake and thereafter display remarkable dance steps. Guests were not left out.
The 53rd birthday anniversary of Mrs. Rosemary Akol, an evangelist and the author of award-winning book titled Tears of Orphan, was a celebration of love and kindness with orphans. Entertainment correspondent Oyinaya Kalu Oka says the occasion witnessed donations to orphanages in Nasarawa State. See the memories, the glitz and the glamour.
Evangelist Rosemary Ako, aka Omomo Jesus, is a woman with interesting story to tell. She was an orphan who had it tough growing up, but with the help of God, she triumphed. With her experience, she made it a point of duty to touch the lives of orphans and the less privileged in the society.
I don't know my dad. I was 9 when my mom left. And I know their cry, I know their tears. And it's overwhelming. They are all around us, two of us.
Besides other humanitarian gestures, every of her birthday is an opportunity to put smiles on the faces of orphans. Even though her birthday reminds her of a sad incident, the burial of her second son, Evangelist Rosemary Ako did not relent, but is committed in making sure she shows love and kindness to others.
And I told God that this boy's death, this burial of my baby, I'm going to be lifting the name of the Lord every day, every year of my life.
It was a happy celebration for the orphans who had lots to eat, dance and take away foodstuff, clothing, toiletries and snacks. Prayers were offered to the celebrants and her family members.
Thieves that have stolen from you, your opportunity.
It's a joyful moment in our lives as a ministry, and also want to appreciate God for what is happening, especially with violence against women and girls. There's a passion that is happening all over the world today, that there's a need for one to carry these people along.
I would like to wish my mom many years. I would like to wish her the best of everything good in this life. I pray that her children will surround her table, and I pray that she would live a long, healthy, and a blessed life.
I wish her God's blessings. I wish that God will, grant her long life to see her children's children and reward her for all the good and the impact she has made in life and in destiny.
For Omomo Jesus, the celebrant, putting smiles on the faces of the orphans and the less privileged is her passion and desire for life.
I want to thank God for His mercy, His love and grace. I'm a woman that God has shown mercy. But I'm an orphan myself, even though I'm grown up, but I still felt for the little ones. And I want people like you, family, friends that have helped me today to be able to help me so that I can go far with the vision. I help the widows and the orphans, but because of financial constraints, I'm able to carry out the assignment the way God wants me to. But I thank God that gradually we are growing.
More than 250 children from different orphanages benefited from the gesture.
Little moments make big memories. We still have a lot for you. Go nowhere. I'll be back after the break.
Relive your delightful moments via a telecast. Tell the world what gave you your happiness or pains, and for the how, where, and why. Share your joys of coronation, chieftaincy orders, engagement parties, traditional wedding ceremonies, weddings fatiha, nikah, naming ceremony church programs, housewarming, inaugurations, award nights, school and social events, or moments of grief like burial ceremonies with many others. Don't let your events pass and your story not be told on Memories every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on this station. Memories, making your events memorable.
Hey guys, my name is Chickstrike the actor. Keep watching Memories on NTA Channel 5. NTA Channel 5. Memories, the best show you can ever think of.
Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Salihu Abdulhamid Dembo, says the wellness and well-being of staff of the NTA is key to the high productive expectations in a job routine that is stress-induced. He was speaking at the flag-off of the monthly aerobics for staff of the NTA headquarters in Abuja. Of course, sports correspondent Abdullahi Ajah shares with us the exciting moments of all that went down.
Put it at the back, stretch it very well. so that you can move your body. It's good for you to stretch the body.
With health and wellness expertise encouragement, which underscores the importance of exercising the body for healthy living, attendance of staff and the management of the NTA, led by the Director General, revived monthly aerobics.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster!
Aerobic instructors took participants through the rigor of burning calories.
3, 4, 5. Know who you are. Believe in yourself. You can do more better than this. 7, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It is not just for those who have extra weight, even those who are slim need to be fit. And one of the risk factors for cancer is having a sedentary lifestyle. So this is a good opportunity for all of us. We thank the Director General of Management for building this up. This must always be something that we must imbibe. It is good to do it as a group because we encourage each other. Exercise is not too easy when you are doing it alone. So this group exercise is quite nice. It also gives us an opportunity to interact with each other. Even if it's just walking from your kitchen to the room, just walking. But the most important thing beyond walking is to open your window, allow fresh air to enter your house, allow fresh air to enter your office, because the heart needs this air, to relax, and at the same time, it do its own function.
Of course, the mood and arrangements were perfect to develop minds and souls outside the routine stress work schedules.
I feel good about it. This is an event I think that we need more often of it, because most times we are tied to our official decks. And from time to time, I think just like the Executive Director on Special Duties has planned, it's right that the staff should come out on the Saturdays like this, first Saturday of every month, to have some exercise and also to fraternize, laugh over all our troubles. And from there, I think we will find ourselves getting set for the preceding week. So I encourage my colleagues to come out next time so that we will have a larger number and we will all be good for it.
One, you are keeping fit, you will be in good health, and the downtime in terms of our operations. As an electrical engineer, I know when engineers are sick, it will affect operations. But when you keep fit, you do exercise regularly, you won't have that challenge. And then secondly, again, I can see a lot of people from different directorates. So I get to know people one-on-one, and we'll be able to interact. So I think it's another forum to make more friends. I think it's a step in the right direction, and I pray we continue in that aspect.
It's very important that many of us, the turnout is impressive. We need this physical activity because we spend a long time in the office working and others. There's a lot of stress. So this physical activity will counter the impact of sedentary lifestyle that sitting in the office breeds. So it's very important.
Health experts and the NTA management are on the same page on the need to sustain and regularize the activity for the well-being of all.
With a warm heart of gratitude to God for a life well spent, the body of late Mr. Ademola Gregory Oludolapo Obileye was laid to rest at the Goodwood Cemetery after a funeral mass held at the St. Mary's Catholic Church, Cairo. Now, Charity Zaka has the pack of memories.
It was a sober atmosphere at the residence of late Ademola Gregory Oludolapo Obileye, where a Christian worship was observed in his honor in accordance with Christian funeral rites. Family members, friends, and the church paid tributes to the father, brother, and friend. Hymns, words of exhortation, and testimonies were poured on life and times of Ademola.
My soul quiet out, restore me again.
At At the St. Mary Catholic Church Carol, the funeral mass was held with a procession into the church. Officiating priest, Reverend Father Dominic Nweu, in the sermon says, a man's eternity is determined by the life he lived with people and what will be remembered for after his sojourn on earth.
We begin to ask ourselves again, at the end of our earthly life, what shall we be remembered for? What legacy are we leaving? Will you be remembered for the goods you have done or otherwise?
Members of his family and friends eulogized the deceased.
There's a lot of things that I miss about him. Intelligence, patience, love, understanding. There are too many things.
I'm going to miss just having conversations with him. He was a very open-minded person and he was a deep thinker. And he was very compassionate and understanding of humanity and human nature.
I would miss him being the head of our nuclear family and even the wider extended family, the SMK descendants.
The late Mr. Obileye was a very calm person, very, very calm personality. There is no way that he will not inspire you if you get close to him.
No, Uncle Demola was a good man, a gentleman, a perfect husband. He loved his family, loved his wife. Hardly do you see them separately.
I can't remember ever meeting somebody as considerate as he is. He always puts others before himself. You know, he ran a stable family. You know, his children well behaved. You know, even his business in the army estate, where all of us patronize. None of us ever had any issue with him.
The remains of late Ademola was committed to Mother Earth at the Gudu Cemetery. Ademola died 23rd December 2022. The 81-year-old is survived by a wife, children and grandchildren.
My personality of the week, aside being a legal practitioner who rose through the ranks to being on the director's cadre, says service to humanity is his primary purpose here on earth. He is Wakili Marafan Nupe from the ancient town of Bida in Niger State. Listen to him. He is indeed a great inspiration.
So the justice system in Nigeria is something that the common man will surely appreciate because there are reforms. And as it is, and as God may have it, I'm the Federal Minister of Justice, and I started from the State Council to where I am today as an Assistant Director. So I'm able to learn so much that has to do with reforms. Justice sector reforms in so many areas in aspect of legal system, Nigerian legal system. So that is what the common man will tend to appreciate. And the reforms, as we so to speak, is something that would give the common man the feel of what the government is. But to some extent, the populace are not seeing it from that perspective. They want to see things in practical aspect. But the reforms are something that need to be implemented. And its implementation will not be like immediate. It has to be like gradual and with a systematic and strategic way of approaching how the common man will approach it or how the common man will appreciate it It also comes with some sense of sensitization, whereby before you implement some policies, you go and meet the immediate community, give them some sense of sensitization, so for them to be able to understand and for them to flow with the system or the reforms that is being put in place. In the legal parlance, a legal practitioner is trained to protect the interests of his client. Now, where they have issues of serious litigation, you see lawyers filing matters in court, counters and counters over counters. So those are the things that causes delay. At times when you go to the judicial system, you don't approach the court with the practical aspect of the issue in question. There are questions that need to be asked so that there will be a level playing ground for both parties, both the complainant or the defendant or the plaintiff. And in all fairness to the judges too, they need that time frame within which they will understand the basics of the matter, and that time frame within which they will give that fairness in whatever they are doing, or maybe when they are dealing with such matters. Well, the Nigerian Law School is trying, as the truth of it all, but I'll attribute this to the numbers of universities we have, both private and the government is not even as much as the private, but state-owned universities are there too. And law, everybody seems to be like big interest in studying law because of that passion in it. And the numbers of graduates we have today, the population is on the increase. So before you get it right, you have to curtail some aspects of it. The Nigerian Law School, they will surely be handicapped because of the numbers of intakes they would do. And that's why they give a benchmark for every university to get their students admitted into the law school. But it also goes down to budgetary allocations too. If the government can increase the pulse of the Nigerian Law School for it to be able to accommodate enough numbers of students or lawyers in the school, then I think it will also help a lot. I do it for the comfort of humanity. I'm not expecting any gain or any profit from it. And maybe I'll attribute it to my late father, Professor Shobida Marafanupi, whom we grew up to see how he has been dealing with humanity, how he tried as much as possible to do things for the comfort of humanity. I'm in government and in the judicial, the legal aspect of the government, not judicial aspect, because I work in the office of the Attorney General. And whatever I will say about that, it has a history line. So my experience in the civil service is quite tremendous. It's something I appreciate because in the service you meet different class of people. And some will hurt you, some will please you, some will do things, but all these things are tests of time. If you sit down and look into it, if your boss should scold you, or if your boss should say don't, and you want to do it and say don't, there's a reason to that. Our advice, we should always try to appreciate one another, because you won't know till at the last minute. At the last minute, when you do things that you regret, then you say, Kai, I wish God would bring me back to correct these things. I wish God would bring me back to do more than what I've done in the system. So those are the things that we appreciate on a daily basis. Life is always like the ultimate power I have is God. And I always tell everybody that God is always my pride. Wherever I am, wherever I find myself, before I leave my home, after praying, I always tell him, God, you are my pride. That word alone is like recital on God. So if he's my pride, I don't think I will lose anything in life. So the average youths on the street, it's so sad. And I think it has to do with societal orientation or maybe family orientation. It's all about societal unfortunate influences. That is the bottleneck, or that is the bedrock of it all. When I said societal unfortunate influences, is people that are involved, or children that are involved with bad companies. And when a child should step out to go and take all these unnecessary stuffs, if he comes back home, he will see his parents like they are his mates, become a great personality before God. You must observe these three antecedents: patience, tolerance, endurance.
Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Well, I am sure memorable moments have been made today. Now, for advert placement, sponsorship of the program, and come to think of it, for all your businesses, the needed publicity, it's got to be on memories. Let's have you as partners in progress. Let's do this again, same time, same station. I am Serafina Okon Omekwe.